That's exactly what had boxing fans talking nonstop across message boards, Twitter, and Instagram after Terence, but Crawford dropped that photo. Shirtless, looking confident with the caption, "Ain't no stopping me." But what actually made people pause mid-scroll wasn't the caption, it was...
Yeah, we're working. We're working. On a holiday where I blow a lot. Getting in. Let's get it. Honor the greats, do what we gotta do. Let's get it, baby. September 13th. Here we come.
Crawford, known for his slick footwork and pinpoint punches at welterweight, looked like a different man. His build wasn't lean anymore. It was thick, strong, and powerful, almost like an NFL linebacker. Wide shoulders, solid traps, bulging arms, and a defined six-pack left no doubt this was real fight prep. This wasn't just putting on size, it was a full-body transformation. And the internet took notice. Comments poured in. Bud's staying at 168 after this, no doubt. Man, Bud's huge. Pause. This fight just got serious.
Come on! Yeah, get it! 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 Get it! Come on! Yeah, move out the way! 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah!
After over a year away from the ring, most figured Crawford would stick close to 154 or lean on his past achievements. Instead, he's making a huge jump from 147 to 168 to face one of boxing's most dangerous fighters, Saul Canelo Álvarez. But this transformation isn't just about muscle. It's a statement to Canelo and to anyone who said he couldn't compete at super middleweight. And it's working. The conversation has shifted from can he survive to can he win. This isn't sloppy bulking or desperate size. Crawford's new size looks carefully planned. Training clips and gym shots show a fighter who's been preparing step by step for this change. People close to his camp say he's been working at this 168-pound frame for a full year, adding muscle without losing quickness. His arms are bigger, shoulders broader, yet his waistline's still sharp. That tells you this isn't emergency weight, it's built for performance. The message is clear. If he's standing across from Canelo, he's going to have the strength.
What you got? Yeah, 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 what you got? Yeah.
Analysts say it's rare for a boxer to climb 3 weight classes and still keep the same speed and precision Crawford seems to have. He's not trying to just be the bigger man, he wants to be the same dangerous puzzle Canelo avoided at 147, only stronger. But when the pictures hit social media, old whispers returned. Fans pointed to Crawford's past link to Victor Conte and SNAC, hinting his size might not be natural. Crawford didn't stay quiet. He answered with proof. He posted clean Veda test results and made it clear he's not working with Conte, not following SNAC programs, and not taking questionable supplements.
Hey, I slapped Steven so hard.
Yeah, that look real.
They here to test me for steroids.
Let's go. 1, 2, 3, man.
Even Victor Conte himself came forward, saying he hasn't worked with Veda or SNAC in over 10 years and has zero involvement in Crawford.
Victor, I've spoken to some championship fighters you work, and they said, off the record, I've talked with Victor, and he says, we do all we can to help Vada make the test stringent, especially, in helping form it. But he said, Victor at the same time did admit he knows how to beat these tests as good as they are.
Still, some fans noticed what they see as a double standard. Canelo, who tested positive for clenbuterol back in 2018, hasn't shared any recent testing results. Under trainer Eddie Reynoso, 7 fighters have failed drug tests over the years. So, why is Crawford expected to prove his clean record while Canelo isn't? But beyond the drug talk, another question is in play: performance. With all this added muscle, can Crawford still move like the man who dismantled Errol Spence? Will he still switch stances, land sharp counters, and cut angles? Or did he sacrifice speed for power?
You got a love for boxing.
Yes, love
Who gonna
boxing.
win the fight, man? That's coming up, the biggest
Crawford.
fight in boxing.
Crawford.
Huh?
Crawford. I'm not hesitating. Crawford. I'm not even hesitating. Crawford.
You gonna stand on that all the way to September 13th?
I love Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo. Crawford will beat Canelo by decision.
Stephen A. Smith gave his take, Crawford will beat Canelo on points. But if he tries to trade shots, he's in trouble. Many agree Crawford's skill set is sharper, but Canelo's power is built for 168. He's used to taking punches from naturally bigger men and breaking them down. If the extra weight slows Crawford even slightly, his skill may not be enough, because in boxing, once you're hurt, you can't move. And once Canelo times you,
I can't see anybody knocking out Canelo Álvarez. But I do believe that if you can box and you can move, that you can beat Canelo. You can outpoint him.
That's right.
When I think about Canelo, one of the things that I don't like about Canelo, despite his greatness, and a neck as wide as Broadway for crying out loud,
Right.
it's like almost every shot has to be a power shot.
It's a power shot, yeah.
while fans argued over size and skills, the boxing world got another shock, this time from the WBO. They named Crawford the #1 contender at super middleweight without him fighting at 160 or 168. That leapfrogged legit contenders like Diego Pacheco and Hamza Shiraz, who've been working their way up. Critics called it pure politics, an easy path to a Canelo payday. The WBO defended their choice, saying Crawford's career achievements earned it. In plain terms, they're betting on star power, not rankings. In a money-driven sport, Crawford versus Canelo on Netflix is a jackpot. The fight's official, the rankings are set, and fans are split. 10. Never one to just talk. Canelo.
#1 fighter in the world.
What's your name?
Pound for pound, Terence Crawford. He going for 42-0.
Where's he from?
Omaha, Nebraska.
Height and weight.
You understand?
Who's he going against? Let's take him
Canelo
down.
Álvarez. Canelo. We
Oh
call
my
him
God, are you
Canelo.
serious, bro? Good luck.
Word.
You're the man.
Champion style by releasing his own training footage 6 weeks before fight night. 11. Sweat pouring, abs tight, muscles flexing in the Nevada. Canelo looked dialed in, but for longtime followers, the issue wasn't how he looked, it was his past. In 2018, he tested positive for clenbuterol, a banned substance often tied to weight cutting and muscle definition. His explanation? Contaminated meat. The punishment? A short suspension and lasting questions. Now, with the Crawford fight ahead, both men look like machines, but only Crawford has shown public proof of Veda testing, allowed random checks, and opened his camp. Canelo? No public sign of Veda enrollment, no independent test confirmation, and no guarantee both are under the same rules. With 7 fighters from Reynoso's gym testing positive over the years, Canelo's silence is drawing attention.
Yeah, it's shocking. It's just shocking. I can't really comment on it, but yeah, it's pretty shocking. My perspective is, who's their trainer? I mean, if there's 4 fighters who are testing positive for whatever drug, well, who's the trainer? Because the trainer should oversee that. The trainer should overlook that.
So, the big question remains, is this truly an even playing field, or does one side get the benefit of staying quiet? With fight night coming fast, predictions are flying, and boxing fans are...
Very different situation, different opponents, different styles of fighting. So it's not, I can't really quite compare the fight, side by side, but it does face challenges, every time you move up in weight. Fighters are bigger, naturally bigger, they can take a bigger punch, they can give a better punch too, they're heavier. But this is a different matchup. Canelo's not as fast, not as aggressive. He kind of goes on cruise control. He's not one to use his strength.
Mikey Garcia, who's been in the ring with Crawford, kept it simple. He's one of the best out there. He's tough to deal with. He works the body. I felt his shots. Garcia's words added something important. Proof that Crawford's power is real, even at 168.
Crawford adjusting to the 168 pound division. I know he's been sitting at a heavier weight for a while, but like, he's been showing his training and stuff. So that's definitely gonna help him. Canelo experience, but then you got Crawford got great experience as well. It's gonna be a great fight. It's gonna be a good chess match. I expect a great fight. If I had to favor somebody, I would just pick Canelo because of the weight disparity.
Keone Davis, a proven super middleweight contender, gave his view. Canelo's a big dude. He can take a punch. You're not knocking him out with one shot, but it's got to work the body, but that's no easy job. This is where it gets interesting. Some say Canelo's size and chin will let him push forward and wear Crawford down like he does to natural 168-pounders. Others think Crawford's sharp footwork, high fight IQ, and stance switching could make Canelo's slower movement a problem.
That's not beating Crawford. I will confess, I think Gervonta Davis's trainer, Cal, I think he said this. He said Crawford could find himself in trouble if he decides to engage with Canelo, because Canelo is the naturally bigger, strong fighter. And I don't care that Crawford's gotten bigger, and I don't care that Crawford's gonna go in there just as big as Canelo. Canelo is accustomed to fighting at the weight.
Stephen A. Smith didn't mince words. Crawford wins on points. Too quick, too smart. But if he brawls, he's done. The truth is, there's no clear favorite. On paper, Crawford's the risk taker. Moving up 3 divisions, fighting Canelo in his own weight class, in his own backyard, on a platform where Canelo has a multi-fight deal. But look deeper, Canelo's got more to lose. If Crawford is beaten, people will say he was simply too small. His legacy's already set. 4-weight champion, 2-time undisputed, undefeated. But if Canelo loses to a smaller man after carefully selecting opponents, the questions about him will explode. Is the face of boxing slipping? Crawford risks his body. Canelo risks his name. And in boxing, rebuilding your name is harder than healing bones. Now here we are. Both men have trained like champions, building themselves into top form. Both have silenced doubters in their own ways. But only one will... Still, some fans noticed what they see as a double standard. Canelo, who tested positive for clenbuterol back in 2018, hasn't shared any recent testing results. Under trainer Eddie Reynoso, 7 fighters have failed drug tests over the years. So, why is Crawford expected to prove his clean record while Canelo isn't? But beyond the drug talk, another question is in-play performance. With all this added muscle, can Crawford still move like the man who dismantled Errol Spence? Will he still switch stances, land sharp counters, and cut angles? Or did he sacrifice speed for power?
Victor, I've spoken to some championship fighters you work, and they said, off the record, I've talked with Victor, and he says, we do all we can to help Vada make the test stringent, especially, in helping form it. But he said, Victor at the same time did admit he knows how to beat these tests as good as they are.